Think about this for a minute. What would it be like to wake up one morning and find all your pimples were gone?
Hey, listen, I know how it is. These are your teenage years. You're supposed to be having a good time. But those pimples on your face got you hiding inside. Listen, I know how it is.
Being a teenager today and having acne is just about the worst thing I've ever heard.
I feel like people are always looking at my acne instead of me.
If you got a huge pimple on the end of your nose, that's all they're looking at.
A kid comes up to me and says, "Oh, don't talk to me, you have 10 million sets."
Pimple face.
Pizza face.
You just want to hide it.
On the day before my sweet 16, I was running around. I got kind of excited.
I was supposed to take part in a wedding.
And I broke out all over my cheeks, my nose, my chin.
On the morning of the wedding, a big red dot appeared on my forehead.
It was really embarrassing.
You can feel embarrassed when you go into a public place.
Everybody looks at you like you're weird.
I can't stand it.
What do you think are the causes of acne?
Greasy foods.
Not washing your face enough.
French fries.
Pepperoni pizzas.
Butter.
Chocolate. No, chocolate.
It's chocolate.
Hey, it's not the pepperoni pizza, not the chip dip or fries. What gets some poppin's gonna be a surprise.
It's not the sodas. It's not the pizzas.
I think there are a lot of misconceptions about what causes acne.
It's not the greasy French fries. It's not the chocolate.
A lot of people think that if they don't clean their skin often enough or don't clean it with harsh cleansers, that they're not really getting the oil off the skin.
It's not how hard they wash their skin. It's not how much soap they use. What it is, it's oil, it's hormones, it's bacteria.
Now pimples pop up sometimes out of the blue. Could be one or two, maybe many a few. The root of the problem starts under your skin. You got to go inside and work from within.
What we see on the skin surface today is the acne that formed weeks ago underneath your skin. Acne begins in the follicle, actually in the oil gland that's underneath the skin.
If you think about your oil gland below the surface, it's pushing oil up out a canal. That's the follicle, and it's coming up to the surface. So it's like a river flowing. The oil's never ending. It's always coming.
In acne patients, oftentimes the skin cells stick together, clog up the skin pores, and the oil gets clogged underneath, and then acne can form.
And if it dries or gets clogged, you're going to see it as a blackhead.
If the oil glands get clogged up and the actual walls of the follicle burst, then you'll see this on your skin as a pimple.
You use a lot of products to get your skin clear, but there's still hope, so have no fear. Well, girls use cover up as soon as they get up, but contrary, my dear, your skin needs care. Well, even God try everything under the sun, from lemons to soap. Now, does that sound like fun?
You used
Creams, facial scrubs, and washes.
astringents.
Medicated cream and soaps.
Pads, creams.
Makeup. Cosmetic center, yes. Makeup.
Everything over the counter.
I've heard of avocados being used.
Moisturizer.
Cucumbers.
Strawberries.
I started using alcohol, but then I found out that just makes it worse.
The results weren't all that great.
Hey, you go and see the doctor, you do the right thing. Get a tube of Retin-A, now you're ready to swing. Here comes the video. Oh, and did I mention to succeed with Retin-A, you gotta pay close attention.
I prescribe Retin-A in patients who have acne, especially in patients who have many blackheads.
Retin-A works in a different way from other medications.
The active ingredient in Retin-A is Tretinoin, which is a vitamin A derivative.
We have different products, but Retin-A is very directed at those oil plugs we talked about.
It decreases the cohesiveness of the skin cells, causes them to slough off the skin very easily, and so that these cells do not clog the pores. And as we know, clogging the pores is the first step in the formation of acne.
And so you need a product such as Retin-A that really knows how to get down below the surface and actually do something.
Now you got your Retin-A and you're ready to go. Wanna put it on your face, want your pimples to go? But wait a minute and hear these facts. You gotta take certain steps before you act.
Wash. Wait. Very important. 25, 30 minutes. And then apply. Wash. Wait. Apply.
Why do you have to wait 20 or 30 minutes?
It's important to wait 25 or 30 minutes so that your skin will be thoroughly dried.
Watch TV. Do some homework, maybe.
What we find happens is if you put the Retin-A on too early, the Retin-A penetrates too deeply and you get a lot of irritation, which is unnecessary.
You're going to start with a small pea-size amount coming out of the tube. You divide it into the areas of the face, your forehead, your cheeks, your chin, wherever we talked about your acne is, and you spread it until it's invisible.
You want to make certain to avoid the corners of the mouth, the nose, and the eyes.
Is it okay if I use a large amount for like bigger pimples?
What we find is that using a small amount of Retin-A works better than using a larger amount. The reason being we don't want you to irritate your skin.
More is not better.
It might feel a little weird cause it's working real hard. Itchy scratching, itchy itching means it's doing its job. But patience is a virtue, so don't back down. Be like Rocky in the movies and fight the last round.
Did you have any side effects when you started using Retin-A?
When I first started using Retin-A, my skin would get very dry.
My face started to get red, and it started to break out more.
I started getting really red and dried out and peeling.
Retin-A has side effects. Whether they happen to you or they may happen to your friends is very individual.
Just bear in mind that not everybody has side effects in using Retin-A.
But you have to be prepared for it. Redness, dryness, even a burning feeling on your skin.
Side effects may last anywhere from a few weeks up to a month, but after that you'll find that your skin will become accustomed to the Retin-A and you won't notice any of these side effects.
We'd like you in the morning to go ahead and put a moisturizer on, and we also would like you to put a moisturizer with a sunscreen built in.
What the sunscreen does is it protects the skin from the ultraviolet light, and we find that the skin is more sensitive to the sun after the application of Retin-A.
If it's raining outside, then why do we have to use sunscreen?
There is ultraviolet light that will get to your skin's surface, regardless of the weather.
And the moisturizer with the sunscreen is the ideal way to prevent more aggravation during the day.
Why can't you put Retin-A on in the afternoon or in the morning?
Things that you do during the day could possibly cause more aggravation while the Retin-A is really working. It's much better if you put it on before you go to bed and it works overnight.
So just get into the habit of using your Retin-A every night and using your sunscreen every morning.
There's also Retin-A, may take a little time, but keep up the faith and remember this rhyme. Listen to your doctor and watch your skin luster and use your Retin-A, the pimple buster.
Number one, my whiteheads went away.
I noticed a change as it came, but it really didn't happen overnight.
I noticed about 2 months after I started on Retin-A, I was like, wait a minute, my face is clearing up. Something's actually working.
It's very tempting when you see your skin first look clear to stop using the product, thinking that now my problem is solved and I've cured my acne and I can go back to my old habits of not using these products. But what you'll find will happen is ultimately the blackheads and the pimples are going to start to come back.
If someone's really determined to get rid of their acne, then I would think they would want to stick to it.
Don't get discouraged and say you don't want to use it anymore, because you have to keep using it and make your face better.
Stick to the program. Just don't give up.
Don't get frustrated because it really does work.
You've had your acne for more than 2 weeks, and it's going to take a little bit longer to get it under control. We will be able to get it under control, but what you have to do is stick with the regimen. That's really important.
Retin-A is good, if this I can't deny. Works inside out, come on and give it a try.
I feel a lot better about myself. When I see a cute guy in the well, I can like look him in the face now instead of like kind of going like this.
You won't be walking around saying, do I look like a pepperoni pizza or something?
It makes you feel a lot better about yourself.
It certainly helped my face more than anything else that I've used.
I feel great about it. I'm really happy that I got the chance to use Retin-A. I didn't know it was out there. I'm glad I went to go see a dermatologist.